Nobody has ever been liked by everybody in the world. So this is just a reality. If you're somebody who struggles with people pleasing, just know that it's completely impossible to have everybody like you. So learning to let that go is going to be so empowering for you. Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Spiritual Nutrition. I'm your host, Kayla Sirena. Thank you all so much for being here today. On this podcast, we talk about all things wellness and healing the mental, physical, emotional, and spiritual bodies. We talk about learning how to love yourself and your life, and while doing so, learn how to manifest an even better one. Today's topic is learning how to release judgment from others and become your best self. Stop people pleasing. Stop caring so much what other people think. And this has definitely been like a hot topic. I feel like that's been all over the internet and it's been coming up a lot for people that I meet with as well, some of my clients. So I just wanted to talk about this today. And this is a normal human experience. So, first, I just want to clarify I'm not talking about how to not care at all what people think, because obviously we need to care what some people think. We can't just go around life doing whatever we want and not caring what people think, especially our friends, our family, our coworkers, things like that. So, we're discerning here what is most important, who is most important, who do we respect, who do we trust, and whose opinion do we trust, who matters the most to us, and just learning what's healthy and what's not when it comes to caring about what other people think. Also, one really important thing that I want to bring up is that nobody has ever been liked by everybody in the world. So this is just a reality. If you're somebody who struggles with people pleasing, just know that it's completely impossible to have everybody like you. So learning to let that go is going to be so empowering for you. Checking in with the relationship you have with the person in question, whoever is saying this. What type of authority do they have? Are they, you know, in a high authority to say what they're saying, or are they just somebody that maybe has a negative intention? So deciding what that is, whether they're qualified in this subject to talk about it, whether they're, a family member or they have a degree in something, that's what really matters when it comes to their opinion and deciding whether their opinion matters or not. So, do you share the same values of life, the same view of life, similar values? Do you look up to them in some way? Because if you don't really look up to them in some way, then, what does their opinion matter anyway, right? I think even if you look up to somebody, maybe you want to check in with their intentions as well. Maybe somebody has negative intentions for you. So check in with that as well. But if it's somebody that you admire, somebody that you really value, somebody that you care about and cares about you, then maybe you want to consider their opinion valid. But if it's not even a friend or somebody that loves you, then most likely they're just projecting their own negativity onto you. And a lot of times it's really not even personal. It's not even really about you. It's more about them and their own wants and desires, needs and struggles. So when you feel that you're changing to the point to satisfy others, this is when it gets toxic. This is when you're stifling who you really are inside to get that acceptance from others and really looking into why you're doing that. So, I'm not talking about not caring to the extent that it prevents you from being who you are or want to be, but who are you? This is what is being asked of you. This is so important. And I think a lot of people that care so much about what other people think is because they don't really know who they are inside. So, how do you know who you are? What are your personal values? But who are you? And this is so important. So, how do you know who you are? What are your values? What are your standards? What are your beliefs? What is important to you? Take a moment to journal this. If you haven't ever done this before, sit down and talk about what you like, what you don't like, what's important to you, what makes you happy, all of these things. And if you don't really know, then this is an even bigger opportunity for you to learn that, because this is probably why you're projecting all of this onto other people. And one other thing that I've learned as well is the less that I care and judge others, the less I worry about others caring and judging me. So you can work on this also by learning to love and accept other people. You don't have to love everybody, okay? But at least if you try to learn how to stop judging other people, you're going to stop caring if other people judge you, because you can't avoid judgment in life, and somebody's going to judge you at some point or the other. And it's up to you to build that sturdy foundation of knowing who you are inside, to just be like, oh, okay, all good. Next, I know what's important to me, and, moving on from that. So, and the more that you focus that energy onto yourself, the less you'll care about what other people are thinking. So, building that confidence within yourself. And, what is confidence? Intense trust within yourself, knowing who you are, knowing your values, your morals, your ethics, and that no matter what happens outside, if you get rejected, you will still always approve of yourself and know who you are. So, the goal is more self-awareness. And how can you reach this? Through somatic therapy, through coaching, through journaling, YouTube videos, focusing on greater self-acceptance. Also, EFT tapping is super great for this. And another thing that really helped me is understanding that no one is really looking at you as much as you think they are. They're really looking at themselves. I mean, think about your day to day. Most of the day, probably all of the day, you're thinking about, oh, what am I going to do? How do I look? What am I going to eat? Where am I going? What time is it? Focusing on your responsibilities, your work, things like that. You maybe spend some other time thinking about other people, but not that much. So if you don't think about other people that much, why do you think that they're thinking about you that much? So it's kind of like a misunderstanding of the importance we are and we have in other people's lives. And that's not to be mean, it's just a reality. So even it's a good thing or a bad thing. So whether somebody thinks about you all the time and they think you're incredible, they're still thinking about themselves most of the day, because this is how we are as humans. We're living in our own experience. We think that we walk into a room and everybody stops and gives all of their attention and opinion to us and thinks about us. But how much attention do you give other people, really? We don't, right? Or if you do, then maybe you're judging yourself and others too much, and that's why you feel like that. So work on letting go of criticizing and judging other people, because when you judge other people, they're just reflections of the things within yourself that you don't want to accept. So if you feel like you're judging other people, first there's two things you can really do to heal that, is through learning to accept yourself, your flaws, the things you don't like, and accepting the flaws and things you don't like in other people, which is basically the same thing. So if you work on accepting yourself for the things you don't like about yourself, you're gonna just, as a byproduct, stop judging other people. And it works the other way around as well. So if you work on stopping to judge people and saying, okay, fine, that guy's allowed to look like that, or he has a family, he has a mother and a father, and he's loved. He deserves love, right? Somebody loves him, somebody likes him, somebody appreciates him. He deserves to have that. So learning to release that judgment from other people is going to help you release that judgment within yourself. So try to accept yourself, judge yourself less, love yourself more, and you'll feel it less from others. Self-acceptance is not self-confidence. It's different. And we're conditioned to care what other people think. And some people, it does matter. So this is important to remember as well. And I'm not talking about not caring at all what other people think or being rude. I'm talking about, when you care so much, it drains you and your energy and you're not able to truly be yourself. And this is the problem. So journaling deeply, learning what you like, what you don't like, what's important, what kind of person you want to be, what kind of person that you are. So that's all that I have for you guys today. I really hope that this helped you in some way, and just work on these practices, learn to accept yourself, and put that energy into the things that you love. Put that energy, that time, that all of that time that you're focusing on other people and what they think, put that into yourself and becoming a better person, and release the judgment from other people and focus back on yourself. And remember, what you're doing for yourself is for your own journey, for your own self-love, for your own healing. And if other people don't accept that or don't like that, fine, they can go, because those people are not the people that are going to build you up and help support you. People that support you and follow your dreams, follow your visions, they're going to come to you as long as you stay strong within who you are and yourself, and allow yourself to be disliked. It will help you to feel more powerful. It will help you to connect back to yourself and listen to yourself and learn what you like and follow that and never let that go. So thank you guys so much. If you're interested in booking a session with me, you can do so on the link in my website. And, there's 3 spots available for the Feminine Embodiment Mentorship. You can fill out an application on my website under the Life That You Love Mentorship. And thank you so much for listening. As always, if you have topics you want me to cover, you can comment or send me a message on my Instagram or YouTube channel at Kayla Sirena, KaylaSirena. Please like and subscribe and share this so more people can benefit. Have an amazing day, and I will see you soon.